Welcome back to Lion Syndicate Film Room, where we are going to finally be reacting to some Detroit Lions real game highlights. I forgot to do the preseason. We're going to do this every week, including the playoffs. Then we're going to pick specific plays that we're going to break down, things that I have seen that I want to kind of break down a little bit further. So this is the first one. Now, I have not seen the broadcast footage. This is the first time I've even seen one highlight of the Detroit Lions game. As you know, I was there yesterday. It's a whole different thing on being in the stadium. You don't get to see the stuff that you can see on TV. You see the whole picture. It's like, imagine the all 22 is the stadium view. It really is. So without further ado, here is the week 1 reaction to the Detroit Lions and LA Rams.
Plays anywhere close to what he did a season ago, they'll have that 1-2 punch.
Side throw, there is Cup again.
Okay, so they completely skipped the opening drive, which is crazy.
After the game's first down. Stafford back to the air and will swing it out.
All right, so Stafford, a lot of quick throws. I know a lot of people on Lions Syndicate have been saying how quick he's getting rid of the football.
3 first downs on this drive. And time once again to get it out to Nakua through a tackle.
He also spent a lot of time in the shotgun.
3rd and 6. Stafford.
Man,
Firing complete.
Aiden Hutchinson just put a nasty move.
With another nice run to the 19-yard
That was a big
line.
hit.
3rd and 6. Stafford firing complete for the first down. Again, it's the tight end Parkinson. With another
Okay,
nice
so
run
they
to the
replayed the
19-yard
same
line.
play. I hate when they do that.
23, they're just going to run it. It's Kyron Williams.
I mean, our run defense was straight, man. I think we only held them to 83 yards.
And Cardi knocks it through for his first.
So I was sitting in the opposite end zone.
And that was kind of the mainstay of their defense.
Tacked on the penalty.
No, that end zone.
First down for the 49. Montgomery.
Now, that was the first of many slips today by the offensive players. Now, we're going to talk about,
Head coaching interviews in the offseason. Again,
look at what's happening. Giving David Montgomery the football early on, and he was killing them.
tackle for a ride there. Fake to St. Brown. Goff throws.
It was a great play.
Tight end Sam Laporta. Good move in the open.
That was a great play.
Laporta to the 10.
And we couldn't even score.
Laporta,
I don't
long
understand.
receiver, bottom of the screen. Goff looked that way. Scans, throws, back to the end zone. Laporta couldn't bring it down.
We get away from what works.
Guys kicking in
You know what I'm
the
saying?
USL in this building with the Michigan Panthers in spring league.
Let's go, Jake.
And he knocks in his
Jake
first
Bates was
career
clutch
field
for
goal.
us.
Will be Rivers running to the left. Good blocking downfield, including
Alexander Zaloni was everywhere. He was all over the place. Made that tackle there.
Up in motion's going to take the handoff around the edge. Hutchinson couldn't.
Looked like it could have been a hold on Hutch.
3rd and 10.
Oh,
And Stafford throws underneath.
and this is when Puka, he actually got hurt on this play.
Maybe they're going to go for it.
They do, and Stafford waits, fires.
That was a big
At the last
play.
second.
Big play. Looked like he had it.
By Aiden Hutchinson. Lions take over. Goff play action. That middle of the field throw. Jamison Williams.
Let's go,
takes over
J-Mo.
through the secondary. Out of bounds.
That was a huge play. That was the first of his 5 catches.
Here Gibbs the back. Pressure comes. It's Gibbs with a screen. With blocking. Gibbs.
You know what's crazy to think, too, is Jamison Williams had more receptions than Amon-Ra St. Brown, which is, I don't think that's ever happened.
Williams on the reverse with 3 blockers. Inside the 20.
Now-
Jamison Williams takes it to the 12-yard line.
Hold on. Let me pause this real quick. I got to pause this real quick. When this happened, the entire stadium was silent because he didn't get up from this. He didn't pop right up, and the whole stadium was silent. It was like they were on offense. You know how quiet the crowd gets when they're on offense? The entire stadium, man. I mean, we were holding our collective breath, hoping Jamison got up. Not only did he get up, but he still performed at a high level. But it was crazy, man, because I don't think since I've been going to the games recently, I don't think I've ever seen anything like this. Even when Sam Laporta was hurt in the last game, But for J-Mo, it was a whole different thing.
Here we go. Dribble set. They get to a run with Gibbs, who cuts it back to the left side. Jameer Gibbs, good dance for that first tackle. The Lions here, Maria's second and goal from the 1. And they'll turn it, give it. It is Gibbs inside, turning and twisting. Let the ball go at the goal line.
So one thing about the Lions, they do a lot of these scores where you can't tell that they've scored.
Great hit by Curl.
Yeah, because we couldn't see. What a reach by Jameer. I didn't think they were going to call that a touchdown.
Enough stuff going on, you should stop it and look at it.
Because they didn't call it a touchdown on the. They didn't call it a touchdown on the field.
Down, but hard to know where the ball was.
So they actually overturned this.
Not that I see.
Right. So he reaches, and does he cross the plane with the ball before
Ooh,
his
that's
other
yes.
shoulder comes down?
But they call it a touchdown.
2nd and 10. Stafford retreating and throws it a limited completion of just a yard. With a flag down, back by the quarterback.
Oh, they're roughing the passer. This was a soft play by Matthew.
Defense, number 97, low hit. That 15-yard.
Oh, I went to the bathroom. I didn't even see this happen. But I saw the reaction.
Stafford throwing, complete. Parkinson down the sideline. Kobe Parkinson with a big gain. Tyler Johnson in as that third receiver. And Stafford, hit by Hutchinson, escapes, flips it out to Williams.
Hutch should have had that sack. You got to come away with that.
Off in time, and Stafford throwing in zone. It's intercepted.
Now that is the Matthew Stafford that we know. And I'm going to tell you what, that right there was huge. That pick, if Kirby Ties doesn't pick that off and this game is tied, who knows how it would have ended. But that is the Stafford that we know from Detroit. That back foot, off his back foot, great defense, great pressure as well. That's what you want to see, pressures turn into turnovers. If a pressure is great, but it's useless unless it results in a turnover or a sack, right? So pressures are great, but they got to turn into turnovers, and this is one instance that it did.
His first interception against the Lions in 3 games, and a rare red zone turnover, something they didn't do all of last year.
Which is crazy. Okay, so check this out. So Stafford, this is the 3rd time that we've played them. He did not throw a pick in LA back in 2021. He did not throw a pick in the game last year, the wild card game. They did not have a red zone turnover or interception, whatever Mike Tirico said, all of last year, which is crazy. And that was big. Kirby Joseph started. I said Kirby was going to lead the Lions in interceptions this year, and I still think it stands. He got one. As a matter of fact, the only one of the night for the Detroit Lions.
We've been talking about how many offensive linemen they're missing.
On 3rd down, deep drop, Goff taking the shot downfield.
This was beautiful.
Jameson's got it.
That's one of the plays we're going to break down. A double move from Jameson Williams, man. Absolute beautiful play.
3rd and 10, quick to Cooper Kupp, got some blocks on the edge. Can he get the first down? Yes, he does.
Is that Jack Campbell? You got to make that tackle, man.
Matthew Stafford with the play action. 2 guys going deep. Throws to one of them. It's Kupp. Complete in front of the rookie Terrion Arnold. And the first down to the Rams.
The whole defense was fake by that one.
Stafford in the middle. Complete for the first down to Robinson.
See, I would love to know, where was the linebacker core? Where were they at? Why was the middle of the field so wide open?
Stafford throwing. End zone for Kupp. Nothing but a flag.
Yeah, that was a nasty.
Flag and that contact.
They called 2 of them. That essentially gave them this touchdown.
And Williams.
It was a big hit.
Tackle to the end zone for a Rams touchdown. Their first of the year, scored by Kyron Williams.
All right, let's take a look. Well, that was some block by Tyler Johnson right there and some finish.
Man, he blew off Derek Barnes. If Derek tackles him cleanly, he stops him.
3rd and 5 for Goff. Protected for the moment, throws inside, but it's going to be short of the first down.
Man, that was a tough throw.
On that carry for Kyron, it's 2nd and 12.
That's one thing about Goff, man. He's not as reckless as Stafford, but sometimes he really does this right here.
By Tyler Johnson heading upfield, and Johnson breaks into the secondary. Johnson, the speedster, on the run. Inside the
That's a
30,
play that should have never happened.
23-yard
You have to
line.
make that. Carlton Davis has to make that tackle.
The 18. Protected. Stafford lofting to the corner. It is a flag on the rookie, Arnold.
Another terrible call.
We'll give it and cover him the end for the touchdown run.
Man, big hit. Branch was hitting folks, man.
The rookie's first NFL game. There's a flag down.
Holding offense.
That's right.
61.
That's right. Backed them out, and they had to settle for 3.
No question about it.
They finally caught a.
Pressure.
Look, Aiden was getting held.
Throws it to the corner.
He was getting held right there, too.
Flag is down.
That was a big. For a minute, I thought Dan was going to accept the penalty, and it would have been 4th and 18 or 3rd and 18.
And Goff will throw it. It's Laporta, the tight end.
Just let them settle in and play fast and play hard.
3rd and 6. Goff's gonna step
This
up
was
and
great.
take
Let's
off.
go, Jay. Slow as molasses. Let's go.
First down.
Man, y'all have no idea how big of a spark that was.
41-yard line. First down for Goff. Cincinnati Brown in motion. Goff throws underneath. It's Williams.
It's a big hit.
Jamison Williams.
J-Mo had him a day, man. He had him a day.
Second and 8. Turner going
Ah,
in.
that was just.
To the middle.
I don't think that was a bad pass as much as it was a good defensive play.
Trying to get it to St. Brown inside, and the Rams have come up with the turnover. It's
And that
Jonathan
turnover led to
with the
7 points.
interception. 3rd and 1, they're going to throw for it. Stafford zings it complete to the 43-yard line and a first down.
See, Stafford wasn't throwing the ball quick all the time.
A lot of teams in Detroit here, especially when they were down, but man, did he come keep bringing it like he is here. Yard shy of the first down.
I'm so sick of hearing about why Stafford was here, bro. He's not here anymore. When you play for somewhere for 12 years, you're going to have every record.
Did he get the feet down?
That was a great catch by Cooper Kupp.
Yes, a catch for Kupp.
Great
Dumps over the
catch.
sideline at the 27. Final 5 here in the 4th quarter. Stafford in trouble, escapes and throws on the
Like
run.
that's what I'm saying. You cannot, when I say pass rush, I'm talking about getting sacks or getting turnovers. I'm not talking about pressures and missed sacks. Kupp was killing us. Cooper kills, man. And this is with no Puka Nacua. He's out. He was ruled out at this point. James Houston inactive.
Watching the back here, the man coverage slips for just a second.
What was Carlton Davis
just
doing?
slips on that
He
return
wasn't even near
motion.
him.
Down, Goff throws, intercepted by Durant.
Oh, my God.
Doesn't complete the catch coming down.
That right there was game sealing at that point.
Pass. 4th down.
But we still have to punt this thing, which is crazy.
Lions bring 4, collapse the pocket, the pass is caught for the
And that's a
first
first down.
21. What a play to DeMarcus Robinson with the pressure coming at Stafford. 3rd and 5, Lions bring 4, collapse the pocket, the pass is caught for the first down of the 21.
I hate when they do
What
that.
a play to DeMarcus Robinson with the pressure
I wonder,
coming at
does
Stafford.
the NFL, do they make mistakes?
Aiden Hutchinson on the left side.
I still can't believe we won this game.
Stafford floats it in the middle for
I can't believe we won this game. I was waiting on a flag to come in right there. Because that, he know.
Them 2 timeouts, 2nd and 5. And Goff in the middle of the field's got
Great play. Way to hold on and got the 15. My heart is in my throat at this point.
that will take him into field goal range.
Absolutely. I do think the Lions start playing conservative right here.
Goff will swing it. Gibbs has got some blockers. Jameer Gibbs.
But there's a play coming up that would have been the go-ahead touchdown, but I think Jameer slips.
Screen. Williams and Laporta to the bottom. Goff throws, crossing. It's Williams.
Oh. Is this it?
Laporta in motion. Goff. First looks are covered. is to tie the game.
Let's go, Jake.
32 yards. And he does.
Okay, so I was at that end zone. I was at that one.
20-20 with 17 seconds.
No, I'm sorry. I was at the other one. Because when I don't know where I was at.
Come the Lions, bring it 4. Stafford steps up. He almost lost the ball. Hutchinson brings him down, and that'll send us to overtime.
His first one of the night. That was big, man. Because I'm like, watch him get him into field goal range. Now this is what they should have been doing. Let's go, Khalif. Big play. First down. Khalif. Monty run. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. 21 yards, bro. They should have been doing, they got away from running the football. I don't understand that. David was gashing them. Here's another one. He said, you can't tackle me. Let's go, bro. He said he was feeling it. This is their only pass, I think, of that drive. Let's go, Monty. Listen, that's what the Lions should have done. They got away from it like they always do. We got to see that third quarter cleaned up. Now, listen, I think that the overtime rule is dumb. I do think that they gave, the field goal thing makes it a little better because seeing a team win on a field goal is just super deflating. But not getting a chance to touch the ball, period, is also deflating. But we can thank the Buffalo Bills and Kansas City Chiefs for this whole thing. But Lions, man, listen, they got the win. And like Coach said, a win is a win is a win. It wasn't the prettiest. This is the preseason for the offense. A lot of things I want to see. Want to see that offense get going, okay? Stop. Ben Johnson, what are you doing, bro? We'll ride the run. We'll ride stuff that's working, and then we just get away. It's like, you know what? It's working. Let's change it. I don't understand why he does that, but, again, the first 4 weeks of the season can set the tone for, I know it's preseason, but it can really set the tone for the rest of the season because if you drop the first 2, you're in trouble. But thankfully, the Lions do not have to worry about that. They got their second home opener in a row after dropping the first 2 under Dan Campbell, a loss to the 49ers in year 1, a loss to the Eagles in year 2, and they came back in both those games. So now the offense is starting to get that swag. Now, Jamison Williams stepped up, but, right now we need another receiver. Like, somebody going to have to get involved real soon. But let me know what you think. Shout out to, make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, man. Again, we're going to be doing this every week throughout the Detroit Lions season, and we're also going to be breaking down select plays as well. So I will catch you guys over there in the next video, man. I'll see you then.